Schabusiness is accused of murdering and dismembering her lover while in a meth-fueled state last year. Her charges are first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. As of now, she's pleaded not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. For more on this disturbing case, here's Court TV lead anchor Vinny Politan.
Around 3:25 a.m. on February 23rd, police responded to a call from a woman saying she had found her son's severed head in a bucket in the basement of her Green Bay, Wisconsin home. Officers were dispatched to the home where they discovered the gruesome scene. A severed head in a bucket with a disembodied male organ and knives, blood on a nearby mattress, and other body parts, including a torso in bags. The last person to see the victim was 24-year-old Taylor Schabusiness. The criminal complaint states Schabusiness told police she and the victim were smoking methamphetamine, having sex involving strangulation in chains when she, quote, went crazy and choked him to death. Schabusiness told police she then performed sex acts on the body before dismembering it. The complaint says Schabusiness told police they were going to have fun trying to find all the organs. Taylor Schabusiness is now charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. She faces life in prison if convicted.
Oh my gosh. And there's more, my friends. When court starts later this morning, one of the motions set to be argued is the defense team's request to dismiss the sexual assault charge against her. I've got this motion in my hand. It is stunning. Now, they claim that there's insufficient evidence to support the charging that the victim was sexually assaulted, saying that the DNA from the sex toy that is alleged to have been used on the victim was inconclusive, that the victim's genitals had been removed and found separate from his body, and that he was unable to consent. And look at this one, this is the big one, that the victim was not a person at the time of the alleged incident because he was dead. So saying that the Wisconsin sex assault statute that the sex assault charge cannot stand because the victim was dead at the time. I think this raises a really interesting question. Maybe this charge isn't applicable. Not saying what she allegedly did isn't horrendous, but maybe the charging isn't quite right. Let's bring in our guests, talk a little bit about this. Retired DEA Special Agent Ted Golden and criminal defense attorney Greg Isaacs on the show this morning. Oh boy. Okay, Greg, let me begin with you here with the charging here. Do you think this defense team might have a valid argument to bring to the court in that maybe this is more abuse of a corpse and not the sexual assault of a person?
Absolutely, and I think it's a fascinating legal issue, and the complaint itself that was filed by the police in this case set forth that the body was deceased, the individual deceased, when the sex acts were engaged in. So it's not going to be a complex issue where you have forensic pathologists talk about the post-mortem interval or time of death. So I think this should have been charged as desecration of a corpse or something similar under Wisconsin law. But I think it's a very savvy tactic, and you can't sexually assault a corpse. So really, but gosh, the backdrop of the mutilation and the sex, a very morbid, fascinating case.
Oh, it really is. It is stomach turning, to say the least. Agent Golden, you've seen a lot of things in your very illustrious career, serving at the state level as a police officer, at the federal level as a DEA agent. You are a trainer in Atlanta at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Center for Nonviolent Social Change. You're a consultant at the DeKalb County Juvenile Court. You have seen a lot in your many years. Taylor Schabusiness, she is something else, is she not?
It's beyond anything I've seen or heard of before. Usually with methamphetamine, there's such a haze, they don't do anything that's horrendous. But essentially, he's right. The charges should be desecrating the dead body, not sexual assault.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think it's going to get dropped today. But, you know, the state still is a case. They've got first-degree murder still against this woman, so it's not going to matter too much.